McDonald's.
McDonald's. Dang, you're not kidding around today. Straight to the hard-hitting facts I see. What the heck are these? There's Xeno eggs. Now I want McDonald's. Why do you do this to me? There we go, now it's safe. I forgot I could do that. I felt weird leaving it out here in the open, but then I realized that nothing can hurt it like that, so we're good. We're all good.
Nice crib.
Nice crib. Yeah, that's what I do. Oh yeah, Tyler. Hello. Did you notice that I have a tamed basilisk now? Isn't that so
Blue balls, let me show you what it's all about.
Let me show you what it's all about. Yeah, you're right. Go ahead. I'm watching. Go ahead. Don't leave me hanging here.
I do notice.
I do notice. Yeah. It's cool. It's
Time
cool.
to send Tyler
strong.
to the gay zone. I getting back into Bloodborne.
I'm getting back into Bloodborne. Sick. Me and Jacob have been wanting to play Bloodborne
No
lately.
zone.
No gay zone. The only problem with Bloodborne for me is that it's a terrible game. I'm just kidding. What sucks for me about Bloodborne is the fact that because I play on PS5 now and everything's like higher reses and everything, it makes Bloodborne feel really good vibes. It makes Bloodborne feel really.
Okay, get back into Bloodborne with me.
Yeah, I can get back into Bloodborne with you. It's just the frame rate and everything will feel like big balls. But I mean, I can probably adjust to it. I mean, I know that sounds like a spoiled person thing to say, but I mean, I don't know if Mitchell can relate to that. But I mean, like if you've played a game that hasn't been updated and it's exactly the same, the frame rate feels terrible, or like switched back over to your PlayStation,
What
it's
about
like
Dark Souls 3?
it's difficult. Dark Souls 3 runs at 60 frames on PS5.
Does
So
it
Dark
run
Souls
at
3 is
60
good.
FPS?
Yeah, it does run 60 FPS. For some
get
reason,
what you're
Bloodborne doesn't,
saying.
though. But yeah, I'll just have to, you know, just get more like acquainted, because like when you're used to higher frame rates and stuff, it makes a lower frame rates like almost hurt your eyes in a way. Like it just feels really weird because you're like a headache, like your first time trying VR for a long period of time, kind of like that. But let's see, I keep running back and forth. That's right.
I bet RE8 will be Souls-like.
Will be Souls-like. RE8? What is that? I can't remember what RE8 is. Oh, Resident Evil 8. Will be Souls-like? Oh, frick, yeah. Souls-like Resident Evil 8. Just so you know, Jacob's at the store right now, but he'll be getting on, so right now I'm just kind of...
Resident Evil will not be Souls-like.
Resident Evil will not be Souls-like. Yeah, probably not.
Get real.
Probably not. Get real. Jacob's gonna be on in a bit, so it's not just gonna be like me running around in like awkwardness. Right now I'm just preparing some stuff. I'm gonna go, I just got the basilisk, and then I went and did some dishes, so now that I'm back on, I'm gonna like give it a try. So why did the door not close? Okay, so I need to grab my wyvern.
Gotham Knights is getting pushed back to
Gotham Knights is getting
2022
pushed
to make
back
it Souls-like.
to make it
I'm about
Souls-like.
to fight Spider Bitch.
You're about to fight Spider. Wait. So I get that you're making a joke there, Mitchell, but is it actually getting pushed back is the question, because that's gonna harm me physically. Oh, if I can't push it back. Just get back to like the Soul Slug. Oh my gosh. That scared me. Even though I literally pressed it, it still scared me. I'm so used to seeing a basilisk and training myself to run in the complete opposite direction immediately. Oh yeah, Tyler. So your first base, I'm thinking, was on the island, if I'm not mistaken. And there's no basilisks on the island. So now that you started playing, it is. That sucks, dude. That sucks. That hurts. But now that you have started Aberration. Oh well. Good to see you.
Yes, it was on island.
Yeah, it was on island. Yeah, so now that you've started Aberration and you've gotten more acquainted with the basilisks, how do you feel about them? Aren't they just amazing? Don't you just love running into basilisks? They're really easy and friendly and nice.
Smiling face.
I did a run into Genesis, into the volcanic region, to get eggs, and I ran into 4 basilisks at once, and it was terrible. I somehow survived, but that one bit me, I ran away, lost all their aggro, and then fell asleep on the ground. So, they are, annoying things. Quite annoying. I am a W.
I haven't yet, I need to re-download it soon. I hate having low space.
Yeah, low space sucks. Have you not looked into getting an extended hard drive? Because, I mean, if you need one, I can literally hook you up. I have an extra. It's not like an insane high amount of hard drive like Mitchell's, like his freaking hard drive. I have nothing to say, it's
Save
big,
up
that's all.
$80 for a hard drive.
Save up $80 for a hard drive? Yeah, I mean...
Said.
Yeah, I have a spare, so I could, you know, hook you up. It'll make a big difference, it's nice. Also, what I've noticed is weird is this thing's hitbox. See, I don't know if you noticed there, but the hitbox on this thing is near the... I have looked into it, but now I'm just waiting for PS5. If you have one, I can borrow. I'd like that. Well, here's the thing. The PS5 has a bigger storage space, but I'd still suggest you have a hard drive. So if I'm going to give you a hard drive, you might as well just keep it and hook it to your PS5 when you get it. Because then you'll have, you know... I think mine's 1 terabyte or 2 terabyte. Let's just say it's 1 terabyte, though. Then you'll have... 1,800 gigabytes of space, which is going to be a lot nicer. So yeah, yeah, I can give you a hard drive. But see, as I was saying though, see if you look here, its head can go through the tree.
Well, thank you. That
like
means
that.
a lot.
Thank you means a lot. Yeah, no problem. But see, I get stuck right here. Now its body is hitting a tree. I know it looks like its head's hitting that other tree, but that's not the case. So you can go through the tree, but now I can't go any farther. This is where its body hits. So when I'm fighting things, they're like trying to get to this point of my body. They're trying to get to like that point of my body to hit me. External hard drive will make Destiny faster on PS4. Oh, cool. That's good. That's a that'd be a good temporary improvement until the PS. To the PS5. He clipping through trees. Yeah, yeah. So he clips through the tree, but then he hits like a solid object right, you know, like near the center, and so. When I fight things, they like try to get to that center part of my body, and they don't really fight me. So see, I can bite it and just keep walking backwards and biting it, and see it gets to there and then tries to bite me. So it just, it kind of can't do much to me if I just slither backwards and keep biting it. It's harder to do on bigger things because you can't really, because there's knockback on my hits.
Good to know my destiny takes
it's good to know my destiny takes forever. Oh yeah. It won't make it like a million times faster, but it does make it run smoother and more reliably, so yeah. Your hard drive should help when you play Destiny. Also, the Basilisk is amazing. So, it tames, and if you get a good level one, it tames and just starts with about 8,000 health. And it has an insane amount of carry weight. It starts with... That carry weight I haven't touched. It starts with 3,300 carry weight. And it carries rocks.
Aggressively asterisk.
Yeah, I'll keep that in mind. It carries rocks for a reduced weight. So this thing you can just like store a ton of stuff on for like a ton of carry weight. Like, I don't know if you can see there, but my
Asterisk
carry weight at the
starts to
bottom
moan,
right
asterisk.
starts to moan. Yeah, I'm sure. My carry weight at the bottom
Rebuild
right
your
is almost
database
halfway
and
full,
things will run
but
faster.
rebuild your database and
Oh
things
shit,
will
wrong
run
person.
faster. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I could also try that even. But my carry weight on my character is almost halfway taken up. But my carry weight on the Basilisk is not even visible. See, it's up there underneath the little meat symbol at the top right of the screen, but you can't even really see it. It's lagging. Give it a second. But yeah, so this thing has a ton of carry weight. I actually got really lucky with damage. Damage, usually the numbers don't look very high because they have a high base damage, but I got 348% of the average, or 348% of the base damage. So this is a good Basilisk. And the crazy thing is, it gets 400 health per level up into health. So if I put 10 level ups into health, I'll get 4,000 more health. That's that's insane. That's so cool. So yeah, I'm probably gonna pump the health to about nothing crazy because this isn't like a boss fight Basilisk. Probably gonna get its health to about 13 or 14,000, and then put the rest into melee damage because I haven't. Oh, how rude of me! I should probably show off some of its abilities. So basically, it can move, pretty crazy. It can sprint, pretty crazy. It can bite, which the bite is poisonous. So you bite something and it puts torpor damage on them. So it begins to fill a meter. That if that meter fills up all the way, they'll knock out with sleep. So basically, I can put things to sleep with the bite, or just obviously kill them. But the torpor damage does a certain amount. It's a multiplication thing. Like, I don't know the exact number, but it does like 6 times the torpor of the damage. So let's say my bite does 1 damage, it does 6 damage of torpor over 10 seconds. So basically, if I wanted to knock something out, I'd bite it, and then bite it again in 10 seconds. So I'm not doing too much damage, but I'm also building up its torpor, and eventually it'll fall asleep. So the bite's pretty cool. It has like a little, not really a roar, but like a, that kind of thing. It's just like an emote, I guess. And it can also, this is a really strong attack. This is what people usually get messed up by when they're fighting basilisks, is this spit. It shoots a poisonous spit. And that will knock you out fast and damage you a lot. Usually when you fight basilisks, you want to have like a gas mask or something. See, I can like shoot that guy. And now he's getting torpor done to him, he's getting damage over time. I'll just come up and bite him. He's already getting bloody. Oh, these stupid Dimorphodons are gonna annoy me. The turning radius in this thing is not good. That's the downside to him. Whoa! I'm like in the ground! Yeah, they're like snaky and big and long and weird, so sometimes getting around feels really weird, because they'll like go into the ground a little bit and do some weird things. But, I mean, you know, I'm just now getting used to it. I haven't used it much, so. I missed, I think. There we go. Here they come! Bite them to death. God. These Dimorphodons are still on me. These things are annoying, because they hurt the rider more than they do actually the animal. Usually you're pretty safe on your mount, but these things target you over your mount, so I'm just gonna try to lose their aggro, actually. Across the water. Hopefully I don't get jumped by a Capro. That would suck. Ow, bros. We're good. Yeah, I'm not used to this thing. This is really weird. I'm used to, like, you know, my Baryonyx or Thyla. Not so much this thing. I don't think a ton of people are too acquainted with this Basilisk, to be honest, because to tame a Basilisk, you have to feed it really useful eggs. Like, the eggs you feed it are eggs that 9 times out of 10 you'd rather just hatch into a full-on dinosaur than feed to a Basilisk to tame, because they only eat 2 types of eggs. They eat rock drake eggs, and they eat magmasaur eggs. Both are really, I'd say, pretty good things to tame and use. So you're forfeiting rock drakes and magmasaurs to get a Basilisk. And like if I had to choose one of the three, I'd choose a rock drake. But at the same time, I don't know. I feel like everybody chooses at least a basilisk or one of the other two. No, sorry, chooses a rock drake over a basilisk or the magmasaur. So I don't know. I've never seen somebody in this server riding a basilisk, and yeah, I just kind of wanted one. So here we are. Dun, 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 dun. Let's take it somewhere farther. So. Oh, it's got some level up points actually. 1. Whoa! Okay. I'm gonna crowdpod it. There we go. Now let's go. This is Molester.
I'm running the stream on
144p, so it stops pausing. Dang, heck yeah. But the graphic would fly as frick.
What's its name?
What's its name? The basilisk's name is Minnow. Like the little tiny fish you find in rivers, its name is Minnow. The wyvern's name is Molester. This is a blood wyvern, so when you shoot that breath at anything, it drains their health and gives it to you instead. I'm not gonna finish killing that thing, I'm too lazy.
That's so cute.
Thank you. Here's a little random body of water I could fill my canteen at. I know there's a whole river right there, but I don't know, it's kind of cool. Oh, Parasaur. These are those things from Ice Age. The weird snout thing. Hello. My character's really overheated right now. My health is a little gone. I don't know what from. Am I dying of heat? Calm down. What?
That's a saber-toothed tiger. Wow.
Yeah, that's a saber-toothed tiger right there. See those big fangs? This is some nice flat ground. I think this is where I want to try the basilisk.
Eat a burger.
Eat a burger. Yeah, usually I'd be afraid to come here on foot because there's like scorpions and snakes, which will put me to sleep if they get me, but I'm going to be riding one of those in a straight way. So, I love how they spawn in looking like a monster from the original Resident Evil 2 before they load in. Alright, let's see. Yeah, they're usually not purple and blue with like a yellow belly and stuff like this one is. They're usually like kind of like green like these bushes right here, and they have like white horns, or I don't know. They come in a wide variety of colors, like pretty like elaborate color sets too, but usually not like this. This one's pretty different. Aha! Little retards. Funny thing is, when you're on big creatures, typically you don't get targeted by many things. Like if I'm riding a T-Rex, I will basically only get attacked. Like usually if you want to get attacked by an animal on a T-Rex, you have to instigate the attack. But when you're on like a... How did you get it? The basilisk? Basically, so there's someone on Aberration, which is a different map, and they basically run breeding lines and stuff where they can get like mutated colors and stuff. Like you'll see red rock drakes and a bunch of weird colored things. And so there was a purple green and yellow like this, and that's the one that I went and got. Because these things are native to the Aberration map. So like when you go to the island map, which is the starter map, or Ragnarok or any of that, you can't get a Basilisk.
Finish, try TCH dad.
Flush gifts, finish, try... What? I don't know. I don't know. What do I need to say to that? I kind of want to try knocking something out. I'm not quite sure how fast it'll be, or if I'll end up killing it on accident, but I kind of want to try it. I don't know. Oh look, mantises. Those you wouldn't knock out. To tame mantises, you sneak up and, like, feed them, Whoa! You sneak up and feed them Deathworm horns, which I don't have and you can't get on this map. Basically, to tame things that you natively can't tame on this map, you'd have to transfer to a different server that is ran on a different map. Basically, get whatever you need or tame whatever you want and then come back. For example, the Basilisk is native to Aberration, which is where Rock Drakes are. Which is why, in order to tame these, you have to feed it Rock Drake eggs. They're also native to the Genesis map, and on Genesis, you have to feed it Magmasaur eggs, because Magmasaurs are only native to Genesis. And you can find them on this map, which is the Crystal Isles, but you can't tame them natively because there's no Rock Drakes or Magmasaurs on this map. So in order to tame one of these, you either have to go to Aberration and steal Rock Drake eggs and bring them back here, or tame a Basilisk there with those eggs, or go to Genesis, steal Magmasaur eggs, and bring those eggs back here to tame one, or tame one that's over at Genesis. And then, like I said, either bring the eggs back and tame the Basilisk here, or bring the Basilisk you tamed over there back over here. Kind of the same way, it's kind of the same thing with the giant praying mantises, is to tame them you have to feed them something you get from an enemy that doesn't spawn on this map. Whoa, good vibes, no gay zone.
Did you get it?
I get
Flush
in
gets
back
finished,
into
try
Bloodborne.
TCH dad.
Time to send out of the gay
How
zone.
do I tame a Native American?
Wait, what? I just heard I just heard
It farted.
Okay, the chat's broken. I can hear messages, but it's showing me messages from earlier. Like I'm seeing I bet RE8 will be Souls-like again. I'm seeing those messages popping up again, but that's not what I'm hearing. Okay. That's where I heard that. Okay. Anyway. That was weird. I was really confused for a second. Still am. Yeah, so, like the mantises, you have to tame them, you have to feed them something you can't acquire on this map. So you can either ask other players if they have gone to the other map and have any to trade to you, or you have to go to this map and, it's called Scorched Earth, that's where the Deathworms are. Or you can go to... Yeah, what the heck is up with the chat? What is happening? Like, whatever message I just heard someone type, it popped up Tyler's message again that says yes on the island. I don't know what's happening with the chat. That's really weird. But yeah, you'd have to steal a Deathworm horn, bring it back, and feed it to a mantis to tame a mantis. That used to be the only thing they'd eat, but that would be ridiculous, because Deathworms are huge creatures that are super tanky and annoying. So now they can eat spoiled meat, I think. Yeah, we don't have a mantis because we don't have Deathworm horns. We haven't.
A Whopper.
I heard something about the Whopper, I think.
He does.
I don't know what's going on with the chat. I'm really confused about that right now. I need to be careful about that poison spit though, because if I spit and hit something that's point blank to me, I can damage my rider. So I need to be careful. Ooh, see that over there? That's a wild wyvern air. That's a
Purr.
Oh, now I'm seeing the messages. Tyler needs a Whopper. He does. Get a whop whop whop. Purr. I see now. Okay, the chat's caught up. It makes sense now. like wyvern over that flying dragon, usually those are friendly. Those are crystal wyverns, and to tame them, you just feed them stuff as they run around or fly around. But those are heirs. They like belong to the queen, and those are hostile on sight. And I really don't want to fight one of those. The chat reads the right stuff right now, but what shows up might. Yeah, I figured it out. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Is the chat was reading the correct, up-to-date things, but then it was showing me messages from like 10 minutes ago. But now it's reading the correct things at the correct time. These are Ravagers. They're like weird vampire dog-looking things that hunt in packs, and they're quite annoying. See, they start jumping, and I have an easy escape to this, but I'm trying to kill them. Die. Okay, I killed one, killed two. And now this one doesn't have a pack bonus anymore, and now it's dead. And see that on me? That's a bleed effect. So they put a bleed attack on me, so now I'm draining health slowly right now. Now it's lagging. I was gonna say the timer went away, but it's still bleeding me. Yeah, this game has server-wide lag spikes, where basically the game doesn't freeze. Like, see, I can move around and stuff.
Too much.
YouTube knows too much. Yeah. The server-wide lag spikes basically make it so you can move around and stuff, but all the memory that the server has of what happens basically isn't moving. So animals in the wild are walking in place, your friends are like running off in a random direction and stuff. But on your screen, everything is just sitting still. Or, I mean, like I can move around, but nothing around me is happening. And once the lag spike ends, it puts me back to whatever was happening when the lag spike was started. So, like, if I'm running up this hill right now and a lag spike starts, and I keep running this direction, then when it ends, I'll appear back right there where the lag spike started. So, yeah, whenever those lag spikes happen, I just kind of gotta wait it out for a second. It's not too big of a problem. It gets, like, it's a minor inconvenience. It's annoying here and there, but I'm not too bothered. Dang, I got a lot of organic polymer, and that's not even on purpose. I don't need any of it though. I'm just testing this thing out. There's an Ortholepleura. Those are annoying. Those giant centipedes, they spit on you and it breaks all your armor. Like it's just like acidic and it destroys your armor. It gets really annoying. That's a vulture. Those are annoying in the same way those Dimorphodons are. They just fly around and try to attack the rider instead of the mount. So I'm not gonna mess with them. Vultures are engaged in like a endless war with the mantis. For some reason. Like, they see praying mantis and they just attack each other. Like, constantly. Otherwise, they don't really do much. You see us these kind of bee birds. So, yeah.
Dimorphic.
Dimorph. That's not what they're called. What were they trapping out here? They trapped something in metal signs, and I don't think that's how you trap a... Oh. I just forgot that there was a wild Giga out here somewhere, and I think I can outrun it on this, but I really don't want to run into a Giga. Yeah, if I run into a Giga and I don't get away, then I'm gonna die, and so is my new Basilisk. So, I think I'm going to... What the heck? What are they attacking? Yeah, I'm going to Mill. What the heck is going on? I give up. You guys have problems. Yeah, I'm gonna get out of this deserty area, because if I... Okay, that's a Giga trap right there. People use those metal, big gate frames, and they trap Gigas in there. I guess that's a good sign, meaning somebody trapped the Giga, or they failed and died and it's still out here. I guess we'll find out soon enough. This thing's stamina goes away, like, barely at all. Like, it goes away so slowly, it's nice. Oh yeah, but what I was saying about, like, back when I was talking about aggroing things and how nothing really aggroes onto a Rex because it's too big of a predator, things seem to aggro onto the Basilisk for some reason. See, like, they're pissed at me, and I didn't even engage in a fight with them, so apparently they just think I'm small enough prey to take on their own. So, I guess I'm gonna kill them now. See, look, they try to walk onto the inside of my body. They don't sting or pinch at my head or anything. Things don't register my head as a point I can take damage. I think I can. Like, if you hit me in the head, I'll take damage, but AI seems to ignore that, and they're like, oh, I need to be hit like right here, where the reticle is, like right here. They think I need to be hit there, like where that bend is. There's a lot of sign traps out here. I don't know. Maybe you can trap a Giga with signs, but I don't know of anybody ever doing that. I've never heard of that. Yeah, okay, that Titanoboa is my fault. Apparently you can hurt things with your body with this thing if you run into them. Okay, there's a Parasaur. I do want to test and see if I can knock that thing out with my bite, unless it dies.
Flashing head. What's that? No damage moment.
No damage moment. No, you can take damage on the head. It's just things don't acknowledge that you do. It's almost as if like the basilisk is actually just this little thing like that big, but then the body is this big. So they go for right here as if that's the basilisk. They like ignore the rest of your body. Here's a drop. I'm gonna check it. Hey, crappy. Whoa, 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 whoa. What hit me? What's hitting me? What's hitting me? Oh, vulture. What? Okay, maybe vultures are mean to people. But see, that's what I'm talking about. The vultures have been peaceful to me up until I hopped off to Hitler. Yes. The vultures have been peaceful to me up until I just now hopped off the basilisk. So see, they see me as like one thing with the basilisk, and they don't want to bother the basilisk. But as soon as I jumped off, they saw me as fresh meat, so... Vultures aren't, like, inherently horribly hard to take down. It's more so that they're annoying, because they just fly around your head and peck at you, so it's easier just to get out of the area. Got another level up with the basilisk. I'm gonna go melee damage. Let's go. Yeah. She's not kidding. The vulture is still after me. You see that? The heck? I thought I lost him. I went pretty far. This dude is slow. He's like as fast as me, not sprinting. Yeah, I guess I'll just ignore him. I can't tell how I would want the camera to work with a basilisk. Like, I feel like this is too zoomed in on the body. Like, I feel like this feels like a weird camera angle right here. But at the same time, if I were to go into orbital camera, which is where I can go like anywhere with the camera, I can't turn left or right while I do this, because you turn, you know, with your right analog stick. So if I want to go this way, go like that. If I want to go this way, go like that. But if I go into orbital camera, it's basically just a camera mode, so I can see everywhere. But, I feel like this would be a better camera angle, so you can see the whole thing, but then I feel really far away from my character, so I don't know how that would work. But maybe something like that. I don't know. It just feels weird not to be able to see my whole body in the frame, because usually you can see at least the majority. Amelia Earhart? Amelia Earhart? Bro. Yeah, I'm just kind of chilling right now. Usually we have a lot more to do. We're always on task on something, but to Biden. Losing faith quick. No, but usually we're off doing stuff, doing this, doing that. We always are on task. But right now I'm just kind of chilling. I don't really run out and explore that often, especially on ground tames. Usually I'm flying to avoid, because when you're up in the air flying, basically there's no threat. The only really threats of when you're in the air, and I'm not talking like that vulture, I'm talking like up in the air. The only really threat you can run into is if you go to that desert peak right there. That is the Griffin Den, but it's also shared with the Wyvern Airs. So if you go up there, then you'll have to deal with Wyverns, which are faster than your flying. Sounds smart for exploring. Yeah, it is. Like I said, unless you're going there, you're like invulnerable in the air. Because, like, here's an example. I'll show you what I mean. I know it's not like rocket science, but I need to fly anyway, so I might as well show you. His tail is getting in my way. I like this basilisk so far, though. It's pretty strong. Has a high health pool. A lot of carry weight. I love that. But yeah, so see, once I'm up in the air, and even if I'm just this high, I'm basically completely immune to any danger now. Because nothing's this tall. Nothing aggro's this high. But see, that weird structure there, there are wyverns that are mean in there, and there are griffin. Griffin are not that big of a problem. They'll aggro onto you, but they're slow, and they won't do anything really. But the wyverns are faster than me, and perhaps as strong as me. Probably not stronger, because this is a really good wyvern, but if they are stronger, then, well, there you go. So typically you want to stay away from this structure right here, and But besides that, you're basically safe. There's not very many air. There's not very many air predators. The only thing I can really think of that's so minuscule of a problem I don't even account it into the topic is Argies, Argentavis. They're like the big, giant hawk birds you can ride, but they're so incredibly slow when they're in the wild. Like when they're tamed, they're a little faster. They're still slow, but like when they're in the wild, you could probably walk away from one on foot. Like they're ridiculously slow. So even if one did happen to see me in the air, like I don't even think of Argies as a threat, honestly. Like I'll see if I can find one and show you just how slow they are. They like to, well, this is not the desert I thought it was. They like to hang out in that, well, I don't know how to really point it out, but if you look ahead of me on the map, there's like oh, there's griffins. Oh, and there's an Argie. So there's a griffin right there, and there's an Argie right there. That bird. See, look how fast. That's his full speed in the wild.
Argies is a threat.
That's how slow they are. So, I mean, like, here's some more Argies. If I wanted to aggro one, I'm gonna bite this one. Did I hit it? No, I missed. Okay, I'll hit this one. So if I wanted to bite this Argie, piss it off. There we go. So look, now it's in pursuit. It's trying to get me. Let's see how long it takes us to lose it. Boom, we're out of its render distance. And they also do, like, no damage. I could probably sit there and take damage on this thing for a long time before I even realize I'm taking damage.
Laughing that was quick.
Yeah, exactly. So Argies I don't even think of as a threat. On foot they're a little scarier, but still not a threat really. You just smack them with a sword and they'll die. This area is interesting. This area sometimes has basilisks, but the main predator here are Carnos. I'm not seeing like anything though, which is strange. I mean, I'm seeing Lamantria. There's a Tropignathus right there. Not a Tropignathus, sorry, a Tapijara right there. That's pretty cool. Is that a Ravager right there? Is a Ravager by itself? That's actually how I found my Ravager, is it was a... that was low level. It was a high level Ravager by itself with no pack bonus, so I just trapped it and tamed it. That rock looks weird. Is that a, No, I think it's... oh, it is! Whoa! Yeah, there's a rock elemental. Those things have ridiculous health. So, basically how damage works in this game is this Wyvern has a very high amount of damage, and it's a potent tame, and it has 548% melee damage. We have, and okay, so it has a pretty good health, like that's a lot of health, and it has a lot of damage. It has 10,000 health and 548% melee damage. Our Rexes over here, we have really powerful T-Rexes used for like boss fights. It's these Rexes here with their heads in the wall. They are insane levels. Like, they have like 60,000 health and 2,000 damage. Like, they are insane. But I took my Eutyrannus, which is a buffing dino. It's a big chicken-looking dinosaur that roars and buffs the damage of everything around it. It's right here. Its head's in the wall. But this is a Eutyrannus. I was riding the Eutyrannus, and my brother was on his Rex, right here, Albalbert. He was riding Albalbert, and like I said, look at its stats. 60k health. Okay, his doesn't have 2000 melee, but mine right here, yes, Rance the Chapper. He has 61,000 health. Oh, he doesn't have 2,000? Wait, what? Okay, now he has 2,000 damage. So he has 61,000 health and 2,111% damage. So he's powerful. He's powerful. And we took them out to the desert. We were fighting one of those big rock golem guys. And, oh my gosh, we were just sitting there hitting it. Show us the baby? Okay. But we were hitting that rock golem for a long time. And he eventually finally died. Where's the baby? Jacob rearranged the base, so I'm not quite sure where's... oh, here they are. So, here's my Spino. That's a random Argie. Jagger and Frank. There we go. This is the baby. This was our first Argie, and my personal Argie. Not really my personal Argie anymore. I don't really use her anymore. Mainly because she's got horrid health, and damage sucks. But that's not really what these are for. These aren't made for fighting and
Hi,
taking
baby.
damage. Hi, baby. Yeah, hello. The baby has really bad carry weight. These RGs, these birds, are built for carrying a lot of resources. Like, they carry metal at a fraction of what they weigh. They carry rock for a fraction of what they weigh. Flint. They carry a bunch of resources for less carry weight. So instead of yourself walking around with like 200 carry weight trying to carry 1,000 pounds of metal, these will carry that 1,000 pounds of metal for 500 pounds. Look, here's the problem though. This RG, the baby, has 1,060 carry weight. This is my new RG. This is Jagger. Jagger has 2,207 carry weight. So over double, I think. Over double the carry weight of the baby. So he's like twice as useful. Because like I said, health doesn't really matter, but he has a lot more health. Damage doesn't really matter, but he has a lot more damage. And carry weight is what we're talking about, and he has a lot more. This is Jacob's new RG. Why is its weight so bad? Oh yeah, that's right. This RG isn't really used for anything. This is just a male RG because Jagger and Frank and DaBaby are all females, so we have a male RG just to make them lay eggs and stuff. Collect their eggs for kibble and stuff. I'm gonna make some kibble actually right now. Kibble is the preferred treat of most animals, and there's... Oh, it's lagging. See, this is what I'm talking about. See, I can't open this door, I can't eat meat, I can't drink water, but then if you just give it a second... So this is where the lag spike started, when I was right here. But basically, kibble is the treat that most things want, and there's different tiers of kibble. There's basic kibble, simple kibble, regular kibble, superior kibble, exceptional kibble, and extraordinary kibble. Different tiers of animals want different tiers of kibble. And you can feed, like let's say something wants basic kibble, you can feed those really high-end kicked a baby. No. You can feed, if something wants a really like low-end, like simple kibble or regular kibble, you can feed it extraordinary kibble, like the best kibble, because it's even better than what they want. But you can't feed one that wants a better kibble a lesser kibble. Like you can't give one that wants exceptional kibble basic kibble. But if someone wants basic kibble, you can give it exceptional because it's better. So yeah, this egg, this egg, this egg, this egg. And can I hold this? Okay. So these eggs all want, those eggs all want, they don't want anything, they're eggs. Those eggs that I grabbed, let me look again. So these 4 are wyvern eggs that are used to make extraordinary. But then this and this are Therizinosaurus eggs, and this 4 and these 2 fertile ones, these blue, like the light blue spotted ones, those are RG eggs, like the baby. And those... Be right back, okay. The blue spotted eggs are for RGs, and they make superior kibble. We don't make all the types of kibble, but we have all the types of kibble at this moment besides regular. Basically, we're running an extraordinary kibble farm, so we have the best type of kibble. We can tame basically anything in the game unless they want something specific. Like, for example, you can tame a Rex with extraordinary kibble if you want. But you can't tame this with extraordinary kibble, because these don't eat kibble and meat and all that. To tame these, you have to give it one of those 2 exclusive hard-to-get eggs. These don't tame with kibble of any sort. But most things are simple, and they don't want anything crazy like that. They just want kibble most of the time. So see in this fridge, down here, here's 30 extraordinary, 5 exceptional, 16 superior, 28 simple, and 1 basic. So this is our kibbles. Right between these 2 there should be a blue one, which is regular kibble. But it doesn't really matter, because I mean with this, we can tame anything that wants kibble at all. Anything. Rexes, raptors, triceratops, anything that wants kibble will accept this. But anything that wants like this won't accept any of these. Or if they want this, it'll accept this and any of these. If it wants this, it'll accept this and any of these. It'll accept... What? No, wait. Sorry, I said that. I said that backwards. If they want this, it'll accept this and this. If it wants this, it'll accept this, this, and this. If it wants this, it'll accept this, 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 and this. Basically, if it wants any of these, it'll eat any of the higher tiers too, just not the lower. So if something wants this white one, it'll eat any kibble you have, any. But if it wants the blue, it'll only eat the blue, because the blue's the best. So yeah, let's make kibble. So for the kibble, I'm going to put these eggs away, because I'm not using these right now. I'm only using these bigger eggs, and I think I have some in here too. Never mind. Okay, so to make the kibble, we need 4 Lazarus chowder for 4 eggs. We need Mejo berries, which are these purple ones. And then we need fiber, which should be in here. No, okay. I haven't restocked that chest with fiber, that's fine. I think there's fiber. You know what, I don't know where fiber is. Okay. Well, this is a good time to show off one of my favorite tames, I guess. I need to gather some fiber. I mean, there's a ton of fiber over there in that vault, but the vault is used for, like, crafting, and I don't want to take from the crafting thing, because then we won't have it when we need it. But, I just teleported a little bit, that was weird. Basically, though, there is is it back here? No. I think it's in a cryopod. Basically, I have a monkey, or a gorilla, or whatever you want to call it. It's called a Gigantopithecus, and its name is Chief Lizzo, and she is good at gathering everything. No, that's not true, but I mean, she specializes in gathering berries and fiber. So that's exactly what we are going to use Chief Lizzo here for. So you're going to run up this way, and so we're going to start collecting some of this fiber. Fiber you can get from plants, but you also get berries from plants. So if I were to be picking these plants with my hands, I'd get a mixture of some different types of berries, some fiber, and all that. But if I use things that are specialized for picking plants, like this monkey, then I can choose what I get. So if I pick this plant, I get fiber. But if I want to get berries from this plant, I'll hit the plant instead. Like that. And now I get berries. I can hit this one, berries. Or I can pick this one and get fiber. So having different settings is nice, because if I want berries but I'm only getting fiber, then that gets annoying. So it's nice to have the options. So what we need for this recipe, I forgot to grab the fiber off the monkey. You gotta level up, monkey. Yeah. Okay, but basically, so to make the kibble, no, not that. To make the kibble, you put your eggs in. Then you put your 4 chowder in. You can make 1 kibble at a time, like 1 egg, 1 Lazarus chowder, somewhat berries, somewhat fiber, and all that, but we're just going to make all 4 of these at once. So 4 eggs, 4 Lazarus chowder. I just put in like 200 berries just to be safe. Put in this 301 fiber. And now I need giant bee honey. I think I have some. Yes, it expires in a little bit. This honey doesn't last very long. If you put it in a fridge, it lasts 24 hours in real life. So basically, whenever we run out of honey, we have to fly up to the top left of the map. My map isn't fully rendered out and explored because I went to a PvP game and it unlearned my map for some reason. But that top left area, that's like brownish, is the redwood trees. And up there is where you can find a giant bee cave where you can get giant bee honey. So go up there and get honey, and that's how that's done. So now I just need to put gasoline in this thing, and it will turn on and make me kibble. Yep, so there we go. 1 kibble, 2 kibble, 3 kibble, 4. There we go. So there's 4 more extraordinary kibble. Kibble's really nice because there's a couple different reasons and stuff on why you want to use certain things for taming. It'd be easier if I could pull up the app on my phone and show it, but I can't do that. I'm on PlayStation. But basically, let's take this monkey for example. You can feed it a variety of things to tame it, but certain things will tame it faster and more effective. Basically what that means is if I want to tame this thing with Medjo berries, just those purple berries, if I wanted to tame it with just berries, I could do it, but it would take like an hour. And there's also something called taming effectiveness, which is where basically, let's say I find a level 150 of that monkey in the wild. If I tame it, it won't be 150. It'll be higher level than that, depending on what you use to tame it. If you tame the monkey with its favorite desired thing, which is, let's just say kibble, for example. It wants a kibble. I don't know which one, but I use extraordinary kibble because it works. It's the best one. So basically, if it wants kibble, let's say it wants 10 kibble, you give it 10 kibble, and then it will tame with the most effectiveness possible, which is a certain percentage of whatever level it is. I'm not sure exactly what the number is, but for example, if I find a 150 monkey, and I tame it to its full effectiveness with its favorite thing, and it doesn't get hurt or anything throughout the process, then it'll tame at like level 220 or 219 or something like that. It'll jump up its level a lot and better its stats and everything. But if I were to feed it those berries, it would take forever, and it wouldn't get that full effectiveness, and its level would not go up to like 220. It'd be like 280. Like it only level it up to like 30 more levels instead of like 90 or 80 or 90 levels. So basically, the kibble is nice because it tames things fast and it tames them effectively. Like the Spino I have over there, I love my Spino, but it's not super great because it was only level 85 when I tamed it, and my taming effectiveness wasn't great either because I didn't give it anything. We didn't have kibble back then or anything, so I was just giving it regular raw meat and some prime meat. So it's level 156 right now, and that Spino's been leveled up a lot. That is 6 levels higher than the highest level that things spawn in the wild. Basically meaning I tamed a max level in the wild Spino and got terrible effectiveness. That's what its level is like, and which is not good. That's why you always want to tame things that are like level 150, because that's the highest level animal you can find just roaming around in the wild to tame. You can find them level 15, 30, 45, 100, but if you tame it at those levels, like everything can only level up a certain amount of times. I don't know what the exact number is, but let's say it's 100. Everything can level up 100 times regardless of its level. So if you tame something at level 15, then its max level will be 115. If you tame something at 150, its max level will be 250 because it's 100 levels higher. So like let's say you tame something level 150 and you used kibble and everything, then when it tames it'll be like level 220 because of the taming bonus. But then, because it's 220, it has 100 levels until its max level, so it maxes out at level 320. I know it's a lot and all that, but it's pretty simple when you get what I'm saying. Hey, look at that guy. He's a blue blood wyvern. That's pretty cool. I'm gonna help protect this guy. Not that he needs it, but he's running beaver dams right now because they have cementing paste in them, and it's a good source. So, like I said hi, so I said sup. Yeah, when you loot the beavers' dens, then they get pissed off. So then they all swim and attack him, so. Yeah. Yeah, what's nice about the community in this game, it's very two-sided. So the PvP community is super toxic, and they're just super insulting, and everybody's so heated all the time. But the PvP culture, it's annoying but also nice at the same time. People are really friendly, and Everybody's really chill. Everybody's super like charitable and generous. Like we'll be like, "Oh, where can I tame one of these?" And people will be like, "Oh, we have a." What this guy said. Oh, okay, no, that doesn't matter. But oh wait, oh no, that is the guy. In need CP. So I'm farming. Oh, he needs cementing paste. Sorry, but basically, people are really nice and they're really like charitable. They give you things. People trade for pretty generous. Like for example, we have a Giga with 1,000% damage, which is even better than those Rexes because remember the damage is not 2,000 damage. It's 2,000% damage. The base damage of a T-Rex is 62 damage. So our Rexes do 2,100% of 62 damage, which is really good. But the Giga we have does 1,000% damage, but a Giga's base damage is 500. That's almost 10 times the damage of a regular Rex, and so yeah, it's doing 1,000% of 500. So it's doing, almost
Hello.
Hello, hello. So the Giga's doing almost 5,000 damage a hit. What did I miss? I don't know. I hate that question. No, I'm not saying that like I'm annoyed. I'm just saying you just missed conversation is all. I don't know. We saw a guy on a wyvern and he was running beaver dams for cementing paste, so I helped him kill some beavers and talk to him for a second. But I guess that's really all. There he is right there on that blue wyvern over there. But yeah, but basically the people in PvP, like I said, are just like, they're all super competitive and they insult each other and stuff. But in PvE, people do like giveaways. They'll like tell everybody
that's
their
cool. Face with tears of joy. Face with
cool.
tears of joy.
But see, people will get. Is it lagging? It's lagging. It's a lag spike. Give it a second. I'm gonna teleport here. You'll see. You can tell it's a lag spike because I can't eat me. I can't open my map or anything. Pretty much, you can move around, but everything's put on halt. So just give it a second. And there we go. Okay, so basically, see my location, it's all about latitude, longitude. So I'm not really good at, because this arrow is huge on the map. As you can see, I'm like taking up like the whole freaking river right here. But obviously I'm not that big. So my geographical location right now would be about 7058. That's about my location right now. So people will say, come to 7058, I'm giving away free insert dino or dino eggs or something. Like, people just give stuff away like crazy. People build like obstacle courses and offer prizes for people who can run them and all. So the PvE culture in the game is really friendly and cool. So I've never had like a negative experience. Okay, I've had one negative experience with a player in PvE, but it was like an indirect thing. We never even had a conversation. Basically, if you run up and down this beach, you'll notice weird things like this. This right here. This is just a pillar placed by a player. And there's another one over there. And there's one right there. What this is players claiming land by building basically everywhere in the area so that people can't build there. Either because they want to build right here, so they built that while they get the materials to build right here, or they just simply don't want you living by them. So they'll build everywhere all over the area so you can't live here. These pillars weren't here before we moved in. When we moved to this area right here, there's a base up on the hill that way. It's a base owned by this clan right here. Country Life. Country Life, once we moved in, they built pillars all along that cliff, all along, see, I don't know if you can tell, but our house is kind of in this this canyon, this bamboo canyon. And so he built pillars all along the cliffs, all throughout like this area, and so we can't really expand our base at all. We can only build within our walls. We were initially going to build platforms up along these cliffs and live in houses on the cliffs and have bridges connecting to the other side and having houses there. But they built all those pillars and you can't build within a certain radius of other people's buildings. So we're eventually going to have to move locations on the map because we can't expand at all because that dude came, placed pillars everywhere so we couldn't expand and never had a conversation with us. In fact, we actually seen him a few times walking down this river on his Giga, but it basically appeared like he was just running a bot. Like we got in its way and it just sat there walking against us and wouldn't move out of the way or anything, and it was just acting really like retarded. Well, so I don't know. It was a really weird experience, but that was the most negative experience I've ever had with other players. Besides that, though, everyone's really friendly. So when people say hi, I don't usually just ignore them, just because, I don't know, they're nice, and people just want to be social, and I'm not going to be a jerk over that. I mean, there's no point, So when people say hi, I usually just stop and talk for a little bit. People were really nice. Like, that big shiny building in the middle of our base that's made of rock, and there's like windows all over it and everything. That's our breeding area, and the main thing we breed for Extraordinary Kibble is Danos. The Deinonychuses. And those things are what we use to make kibble, and all of those Danos, most of them we bred and raised as babies. But the original 7 were actually a trade we got from somebody. We traded somebody like 5,000 metal, and they gave us a baby Giga. Oh, this guy's back. They gave us a baby Giga, as well as 7 Deinonychus eggs. So we raised all those eggs, then we mated the ones that ended up, then we mated the ones that raised. And then after we mated the ones that raised, we had those babies, and we basically just kept multiplying them. And eventually we just have a ton of things that lay a ton of eggs that we use. Oops. There was lag there for a second. I tried to shoot up in the air like him, but then it got all weird, so. Did you say anything in chat? Yeah, that's actually really weird. His wyvern can go underwater. I wish I had voice chat to text. I hate texting on the controller. My wyvern won't even land. Scuba wyvern. My wyvern won't even land.
But I'm just grinding
Sorry, I'm listening, but I'm just grinding headshots and zombies right now. You're good. You don't have to like affirm to me or listen or anything. We're chilling. My wyvern won't even land in 4-inch deep water, and it's a tropical Yeah, a tropical wyvern is something that gets buffed from water. So basically, if you're flying and you like dip your wings into the water, it'll give it a speed boost. But my wyvern won't even land in it won't even land on the beach for some reason. Like if there's any water nearby, it won't even land. But yeah. I'm gonna help this guy get a leech off of him. That's hilarious. I'm gonna help this guy get a leech off of him. If I can hurry, he won't get swamp fever.
Fashi, I remember him.
Yeah, I was about to get leeches off of your person. You can make like a campfire and then stand on it, and it'll kill the leech. But if it's on your animal, then you can just pull it off. And if a player is in your tribe, you can actually pull it off another person yourself. But he's not in our tribe, so I couldn't do that for him. But yeah. The heck, my basilisk is glitching. There we go.
My lion is an itchy boy.
My lion is an itchy boy. Oh, yeah. That's what happens. My freaking cannons are going off on something. There you go.
They never talked about how itchy it would get laughing.
They never talk about itchy a bit? I'm surprised.
The cannons make funny noises, lol.
Yeah, we have it set to warning, because they're just fun. Usually they just shoot at things, but we have it set to make a warning beep. Why is there a cryopod in the fridge?
They just say not to pick at it, but I wanna scratch it so bad.
Hey, we got rid of this freaking Dano in here finally. This Dano in here, we never knew what to do with it, so we finally found a home for it. You're going, buddy.
Wow, Dino got adopted.
Yeah, we've had this Dano just kind of sitting here, so. pretty epic. That's pretty fly. He even, he took the Dano off my hands, and he gave me a cryopod. So I didn't even lose my cryopod. That's sick. Yeah, I don't assume this guy is like a... I mean, I'm sure this dude's better than we are for sure. I mean, these PvE players are insane. I never got to why they're kind of annoying. They're annoying because they're like... PvE players are like big hoarders. Like, they have like a million tames. Like, they're the type of people that complains that the cap of how many tames you can have is 500. And they're like, oh, I can't do anything. I have 500 tames. That's not enough, you know. And then they're like, oh, but I need every color of every animal that the game can offer me. And they have like these insanely big bases for no reason or anything like that. It's like, I don't know, they just kind of lag up the server and like complain that they don't have like a pretty version of their really good animal. I don't know. I mean, then again, there's not really much to do in PvE, so I get what they're like talking about. But I mean, like, this Basilisk just so happens to be really cool. But I just like it for its stats. And like the Danos are really pretty colors, but at the same time, it's like the Danos are just really good. They're really fast, they're really strong, they can latch onto things, they can climb walls, they can jump really high, they can sort of glide. They're just really nice to have. And I just want good creatures, not so much they have to be pretty, you know. And so they're annoying in that sense, but it's not a big deal or anything. Also, Anna, you said you remember Fashi. Where do you remember Fashi from? I pissed a frog off, apparently. I think I heard it by walking into it, so I'm gonna wait for it here and kill it. Oh, it's bringing a friend, too. That killed it. I guess its friend... Oh, there it is. Oh, shoot. It brought its whole family. Hit! Hit! Oh, it's lagging. See, I can't hit. He's just sitting there now. That's what lag does. See, these spikes happen every now and then. It's not the worst thing ever, but they're little inconveniences. They're a little annoying.
When we were playing in Fashi and someone else were chatting and I'm like, Fashi fun name, and I remember he's in yours and Jacob's server.
Oh, interesting. You pay good attention. I was gonna say, I've heard of his tribe. His tribe's called PTSD. I've seen that a few times, but I don't really pay attention to names. So I mean, like, there's Fashi, Whispers, Temp. I don't read any of that. I usually just read PTSD, Four Nations, Tribe of Murph. I'm really usually just looking at tribe names rather than player names, but it's interesting you remember them. It's cool.
Lol, thank you. Laughing PTSD.
LMA. Laughing my A off PTSD. You want to tussle? Knockout. 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 Oh, I should make a magnifying glass.
Whispers too, I thought it was Whiskers.
It's Whiskers. Wait. Am I an idiot? Oh, I'm an idiot. It is Whiskers, not Whispers. My bad. I don't know. I said Whispers. I like this Basilisk, though. Sorry that not much is happening. Like I said, when Jacob's back, we usually do, like, an underwater run. And we, like, fight, like, big jellyfish and stingray. And we run drops and get good stuff. And sometimes run into, like, mosasaurs and big deep water stuff.
I remember most.
Either but Fashi I remember most. I see. This thing's carry weight is crazy. I'm not carrying anything really on me, but
cool.
I mean...
I enjoy this.
The Basilisk is super cool. I enjoy this. Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's pretty cool. I'm liking it. I'm glad I have it. Okay, I'll let you choose. Should I put 2 points into melee damage or 2 points into health? Should I do more damage or have more health? 11,000 is more than I'll probably ever need for... Anthony Fauci. Bruh. This is a male. Okay, that's what I thought it was. I was gonna say, is this a female Basilisk? Damage? Okay. 371% damage. I want to end up having 400% melee.
Eat a burger, Mitchell.
Eat a burger, Mitchell. Liberal destroyed? No, but I want to have like 14,000 health and 400% melee damage. I'm all about the fulls. Then I'll be satisfied. I'll probably get more than that just because, I mean, it's not like I'm just going to stop spending skill points. But I'm just saying that's like what I'm trying to head toward with the levels of this thing.
Anna should erupt from a volcano.
Anna should erupt from a volcano. Yeah, go to Genesis, Anna. They have a volcano there. Actually, there's a volcano on this map. Am I an idiot? It's actually right behind me. Well, not right behind me, but I mean it's in the direction behind me. I'll see if I can see it. Let's see. It's behind the trees right there. You know what? I'm gonna go for a fly anyway, so we'll see it when I'm flying. That guy's saying his black pearls won't come cheap, but black pearls are not even that hard to get.
I will, old man. Light skin tone.
I don't think I will. I want food. I'm so hungry. I haven't eaten anything today. I don't know why I just thought of that. I just remember you telling Mitchell to eat a burger and I'm jealous. Mo Lester, let's go. Let's see, the volcano's right over here, behind the obelisk.
Get DoorDash.
I might get... That's a good idea. I'm gonna get DoorDash. That's a good idea. I don't know why I didn't think of that. In fact, my mom today bought ice cream for everybody but me. So Eli convinced her to... or Eli was saying that she should have, and so she said I can get... like, once, you know. Like, I can get something from DoorDash whenever I'm hungry. So, I'm going to do that. If y'all don't mind me just sitting here for a second. I think I want... I don't know if I want Freddy's or Taco Bell. I'm kind of leaning towards Freddy's. What do you think? What do y'all think? Taco Bell or Freddy's? Y'all can choose what I eat now. I want both, so both answers are correct. Don't be shy.
Play or you blow up.
Play or you blow up. Fine! Yeah, there's the volcano. You know what's funny is Magma Sword...
Keanu Reeves.
Starring Keanu Reeves. Heck yeah. There's a... what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, so the Magma Swords that are only on Genesis, they were actually, from what I hear, they were originally supposed to be on this map too. And there was a way to be like inside this volcano, or at least they'd spawn along the lava. Freddy's? Okay. Yeah. And I'm not sure if you could go in here, but they'd be along the lava, and I think on top too, and you could actually steal Magma Sword eggs and do that here. Milk her money. No, that's called a death sentence. Can I land here and not get hurt?
Not letting you eat.
There we go.
Make her wallet hurt.
Make her wallet hurt? Make your wallet hurt. That's what I'd do. I'll get this. Yes, I'll get Freddy's original double cheese. I'll get a burger, then I'll get fries.
Pokemon make my wallet hurt, but it's worth it.
Pokemon make my wallet hurt, but it's worth it. Hey, they make my wallet hurt too. You're not the only one. Yours probably hurts more though. And it is worth it. I'm glad you said that. It's the cherry on top. Okay, time to order DoorDash. Wait, what am I getting? Yes.
It's so worth it.
I'm glad. I'd agree with that statement. It's really hot up here. I shouldn't be here. My guy's like getting dehydrated. So I think we're good. Okay. This is an obelisk. This is what you can use to transfer to other maps or fight bosses.
Start my own collection, by the way.
When I get good at saving, I'm gonna start my own collection. Oh, that's cool. Yeah. That's not a bad idea. I mean, I guess a lot of people it is a bad idea, but shut up. It's a good idea. It's a good habit to have. I've dialed down on it. Not a ton, but I mean, I'm trying not to be a burden to everybody around me, and one day we should learn how to play together. Yeah, possibly. The only problem with playing is some really good cards are like ones that I don't really care about. Like, for example, I opened that whole American box yesterday, and basically what I'm keeping is all the hollows and reverses, all of the good cards that I showed you, and then besides that, there's the new cards from the set called Rapid Strike and Single Strike. It's the cards that say that on them. I'm keeping those cards. Like, basically, I'm keeping every Strike and Rapid card besides the duplicates. And then if I have a duplicate that happens to be reverse or reverse hollow or something like that, or if it happens to be reverse or hollow, then I'll just get rid of the original one that I have. Like, I want one of all the new cards, and if I have a hollow or reverse of one of them, then I'll just keep only that one, not the original one. But, yeah. Like, all the just, like, bulk cards I don't really keep. And in case there's any bulk cards that happen to be good, it's like, well, I don't keep them. So, you know what I mean? Like, there might be really good cards for using in the game, but I don't keep those. I can keep the ones that are worth something to me, or whatever, so. Oops. Da 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 da. These things are huge. Hey, it's the squad. It is the squad. I want to get some XP for this thing. I'm gonna go put it in the cryo fridge. I just want to keep using it. That's all I want to do is use it, but I need it to. Like when it sits in the cryopod, like the thing I just put it in, and then I put it into the cryo. So basically, cryopods last 1 month in real life. And if they lose their charge and die, then the cryopod breaks and everything inside of it dies. So this fridge right here, you put it in and it will charge the cryopods back up to 30 days. So see, these are all charged up. He's still charged up because, you know, it's missing 1 hour out of its lifespan. But if you put it back in here, then it'll charge it back up to a month long, so. Yeah, but when you put them in here, they also level up passively. So while it's in there, like if I check it tomorrow, it'll have like 20 level ups that I can put into some of its stats and stuff. So that's a nice place to put it whenever I'm not using it. I think someone just canceled my order. The heck? Well, that's stupid. I was literally told I can get anything I want, and then they just canceled my order. Cringe. Okay. Alright, well I'm gonna go ahead and take a break and wait for Jacob to get on. So I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream for now. Thanks for chilling. I will be back later.